Hey everybody, I have one of my favorites today. It's one of the Little House on the Prairie books, and this one is called Sugar Snow. I know we just had a snowy day, so maybe you saw some snow like this. This was called Sugar Snow. Now this is a book that's not today, so you can tell because their clothes don't look like things that we wear now. This book happened long ago. Let's see how they had a snow day long ago. Once upon a time, a little girl named Laura lived in the big woods of Wisconsin in a little house made of logs. Laura lived in the little house with her pa, her ma, her big sister Mary, her baby sister Carrie, and their good old bulldog, Jack. Spring was coming to the big woods. For days the sun shone and the weather was warm. All day the icicles fell one by one from the little house into the snowbanks. So do we live in houses that look like this anymore? That's how we can tell that this book was long ago. Then one day Laura saw a patch of ground showing through the snow. May I go outside to play, Ma? She asked. You may tomorrow. Can you see the little patch that's showing? That night Laura woke up shivering. Her nose was icy cold. Ma tucked another quilt around her and snuggled close to Mary. Ma said, "And you'll get warm." Can you see their little nightcaps that they're wearing? Do you wear anything like that when you go to sleep? Probably not. But that's what they used to do to keep warm during the night. In the morning, Laura looked out the window and the ground was covered with soft, thick snow. Pa came in, stamping the soft snow from his boots. "It's a sugar snow," he said. We're going to have to find out what he means by sugar snow. Laura quickly tasted a snowflake from Pa's sleeve, but it didn't taste like sugar at all. "Why is it a sugar snow, Pa?" she asked. Pa said he would explain tonight after he came home from Grandpa's. So I wonder what makes it a sugar snow. It was late when Pa came home that night. He came in with a big bucket and 2 little packages. He gave the bucket to Ma and the little packages to Laura and Mary. The bucket was full of dark brown maple syrup. When Laura opened her little package, she found a little hard brown cake with beautifully crinkled edges. Laura bit off one little crinkle, and it was sweet. "It's maple sugar," said Pa. Some yummy candy. And look, who wants it? It looks like Jack wants a bite. Supper was ready, and Laura and Mary laid their little maple sugar cakes by their plates while they ate the maple syrup on their bread. After supper, Pa took them on his knees as he sat by the fire and told them about his day at Grandpa's and the sugar snow. Looks like Ma is doing some sewing. Jack is sleeping, and they're all enjoying the fire. All winter, Pa said, Grandpa has been making wooden buckets for the maple syrup. When the first warm weather came, he took the buckets out into the woods and put each one by a maple tree. Then he drilled a small hole in the tree so that the sap could run out. So you see, he's drilling a little hole in this maple tree, and then syrup is going to come out. After all the buckets were full, he boiled all the sap in a big iron kettle. There's all that good sap in there until it turned into maple syrup. Then he cooled some of that sweet syrup into cakes of hard brown maple sugar. Is that why it's called a sugar snow? Because Grandpa made sugar? Asked Flora. No, said Pa. It's called a sugar snow because a snow at this time of year helps the trees to make more sap for the syrup. So it helps to make all that yummy syrup. Then it was time for bed. By the time Laura and Mary had washed their sticky fingers and were snug in their beds, Pa and his fiddle were both singing them off to sleep. The end. Look at them going to bed with some music. Do any of your daddies play the fiddle before you go to sleep? My daddy does not do that. But Pa does. All right, I hope you liked Sugar Snow, and I'll see you another time for another story. Bye, everybody.